Did you ever wondered how to fit multiple Python plots into one clean figure? Let's unlock the power of matplot subplots to make your visuals stand out. Hello coders, welcome to my channel. I'm David, your guide to mastering programming. First, if I want to create plots, I need to import matplotlib library and I need to use pyplot because this is very long and I don't want to type it every time I need to use some matplotlib function. I'll use an alias plt. Also, I'll import numpy, which contains some interesting functions that we will need. And I will also create an alias for numpy and p. Because I will need a lot of x values, I need some function that will create them for me. In this case, I will use numpy function called linspace. Linspace is used. First, let's put some parameters, and then I will explain what every parameter does. These 0 parameters tell from which number I want to start, and this stop parameter tells at which number I want to stop. And this number tells into how many parts I want to divide this range. So I want to divide this 0 until 10 range into 100 equal parts. Next, I want to create some functions. For example, I want two functions. We'll use trigonometric functions, np sine and np cosine function. Then, if I want to get subplots, first I need to call plt.subplot function. This function returns a figure, which is usually called fig as a variable in codes, and access like in a matrix format, which means I need to pass the number of rows and the number of columns I want my axis to have. In this case, I want 2 rows and 2 columns, which means I will have 4 subplots, and they will be stored in my variable axis as a matrix. Here I can put some size to my figure and use fig size parameter, and here I will pass 10 and 4. All of these numbers will be multiplied by the DPI, depending on your computer, phone, or whatever. It's time to draw our plots. First, I need to tell which subplot I want to fill. For example, if I want to fill the 0th subplot, I need to write axis, then 0, which will be the number of row, and then here the number of column which I want, which is again 0. And then call plot function. And here you can put all the same parameters as before. First have to be x value, then some function that you want to draw, then for example you can have the color of your plot, then here you can pass line style, which I want to be dashed, and also you have to write a label. I mean, you don't have to write it, but I will write it so I can create a legend for it later. I will call this sign. Then the next subplot I want to fill will be the diagonal one in the bottom right corner. So I need coordinates 1 and 1, and here again plot. First has to be x value, then the function you want to draw, then here I will write blue, again line style, now I want dots as my line style, and label should be cosine of x. Next, I can just write plt.show and this will work, but because I have multiple subplots, they may overlap. It's not guaranteed. So I need to write another function, which is called plt.titleLayout, which will ensure that nothing overlaps. Also, I can set some title for my axis. Let's do that real quick. axis 0 0 dot set title. We will call this sine, and here axis 1 1 set title cosine. Now I want to show you how you can create your custom legends. If you simply write axis, now if you want some of your plots to have legends and other don't, again you have to use the axis. You can't use plt and write dot legend. Here you can write axis 0 0 and write legend. This will display your legend, but if you want to customize your legend, you have to write. I will leave this first legend to be the default one, and the next one I will show you some parameters that you can pass and customize your legend. Then here you can pass location, where you want your legend to be on your graph. For example, I want upper left. Then I can put some font size. Let's say 10, for example. Also, I can put some shadow. Shadow should be equal to true. And you will see how this will look now. I wrote the long name for the parameter. Now it works. As you can see, the default legend is here, but mine is put to the left and it has shadow. It has some depth in it. Also, as you can see, all 4 graphs are displayed, but this 0 1 graph and 1 0 graph are empty because I didn't put any functions in them. So they are completely empty. But the ones that I put functions in them are displayed the way I wanted. This is a sine function and this is a cosine function. If this felt advanced, don't miss my previous Matplotlib video. It's the perfect starting point before this one. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.